So it's Sunday, so I've done the thing that I absolutely love the most in the world. More than anything else, I love a car boot. Obviously not more than my three lovely children, but aside from that, it is my absolute favourite thing to do. And it's been a rubbish week. I've been poorly all week, which ended up with me being in hospital. So to cheer myself up, I'm still feeling a bit washed out and looking a bit washed out. So I went off to the car boot this morning, and this was a new one, well, new to me anyway. So only 20 minutes away from where I live, haven't been there before, so glad that I did. A really old-fashioned car boot sale where they don't let you in until 7:30, so the people that are there selling have got loads of time to set everything up, nobody diving in the boots, pulling things out. And just all people from across Shropshire selling their bits, not full of traders, so it's not like loads of rubbish from China. So yeah, I got a phone call about an hour in. Mum's taxi was needed, so I had to race off, which is a shame. I only got halfway around. But yeah, let me show you what I managed to pick up today. There were no Fabergé moments. It wasn't where I've come home with something, as does happen where you've bought it for 50p and then you have the joy of finding out it's worth 500 quid or a couple of grand. I mean, those moments do happen. They're getting fewer and further between because obviously everybody is on the lookout these days. Power of the internet and all that, you can research there and then on the spot. But most people with a good eye will pick up something lovely. But yeah, I wanted to do this little video because my friends are always saying, oh, I don't find anything at the car boot. It's full of rubbish, but it's just not the case. But you've got to love it, and I know a lot of people do. So here we go. I'm going to show you what I've got. So these little coasters aren't to everybody's taste at all. Pimpernel, I've got loads of their stuff. I've got coasters and placemats, all a bit of a vintage theme. These are from the 80s, and they've got all different little scenes of birds on the front. So very, very cute. So yeah, so I've got those. 50p they were, from the same person that I got those from. I bought a lovely barometer, which again won't be everyone's thing. However, I live in the countryside and I've got land, so these are so helpful. I did want a larger one, but until I find a larger one, this one will do. Also 50p, and these are quite pricey. And I've been keeping my eye on it all day, and so far it's been pretty accurate. So yeah, if you've got land to manage, or if you're countryside-y or into gardening, then yeah, great. So I've been on the lookout for one of these for a while. So there was that. Then where do we go next? Okay, so I bought this, needs a bit of a dust, excuse it. What do you think of that? Limited edition print, framed, limited to 200. It's of Stonehenge. My daughter's an artist, my eldest one, so over the years I've picked up a bit of an eye for art things. It is only a print, it's not original, but I did think it was quite cute. The lady was asking £3. I very politely offered 2, and she said, yeah, no problem at all. So as long as you're polite, it's always quite nice to have a haggle. That's probably my most expensive purchase of the day. This, while we're on the picture theme, I love. So this is just a print of various butterflies in a frame. Need to get some hooks. There's no hooks on the back for it. That was 50p. The frame's a little bit bashed, but it doesn't matter because I shall end up painting that. The frame it is. End up painting that anyway. This one, a bit topical. Not everyone's cup of tea. Features a fox hunt. And the frame's got a little bit of damage, but I've got a gilt rub which I'll put on that with a brush. I'm in an old house, so these old frames, you can either swap the prints over, put a little painting in them, or even what looks nice is if you just hang the frames on the wall. So yeah, 50p for that. So quite pleased with that one. Couple of books. Oh my gosh, I've got books coming out of my ears. In fact, I just got 2 new bookcases yesterday. I say new, I got 2 second-hand bookcases yesterday because nothing's new in this house. And yet more books to put on them. 50p each. So a nice vintagey style one. I mean, I don't tend to read these, but like a child, I like sitting there and flicking through and looking at the pictures, finding quite inspiring. And a Catechism one, which you probably will have seen before if you like a bit of shabby chic. Little bit sun faded, but that's absolutely fine. Where are we going next? Okay. I love this. Favourite purchase of the day. There's always something that you come back with and you think, oh my gosh, I love it, or you know, something that makes you really happy. And it's this, and I've had so many of them over the years, and then I'll get built up a bit of collection, and then I'll get rid of it, and then before you know it, I've started them again. Now this is obviously a fancy breed. He's not your regular chicken. He has got a little bit of a knock to his comb. And I did ask the person if they'd perhaps got the knocked off bits in the car, because sometimes things get damaged when they're being pulled out. And he hadn't. And there's a few knocks inside as well, but I just love him. Or her. Her? It's a hen, of course. Yeah, so she was £2 and I offered £1.50. And he said, yes, no problem at all. I bought some cups. I don't need any more cups. I've got cups coming out of my ears. I've got no cupboard space for them, but I do quite like my cups. And I don't like matching sets of things, which probably tells you a lot about me. Tells me a lot about me. Nothing's ever in order in this house, and yeah, my cups never match. There's that one, which is my fave. That one, Little Bees, Gisela Graham. And that one, another bee theme, busy as a bee in the garden. And that's Kew, the Royal Botanic Gardens. Some nice little words about bees on the back. So yeah, so that was quite sweet. Oh, they were 50p each. And I said, please can I have 3 for £1? Yeah, no problem at all. So that was £1 well spent. Ta-da! Nothing inside. Cute glass. I mean, it's modern, but I thought it was quite sweet. That'll be up in my bedroom, little jewellery box, 50p, and it's in lovely condition as well, so very pleased with that. I got this, oh gosh, a bit heavy, so I got that, which is going to my eldest daughter if she wants it. Sometimes I get it spot on and she absolutely loves what I buy, and then other times she's like, oh god, mum, I don't want that. But yeah, so that was £1, bit more probably her taste than mine. You watch, she'll correct me now, so no, I don't want it. I've got this bread bin. I have got a couple of old crockery bread bins which I love, but yeah, I wanted something a little bit more modern and I needed a bit of extra storage because I'm sick of seeing half-eaten loaves stacked up on the side, so at least I'll be tidy now. Garden Trading Company, I quite like their stuff. So yeah, there's a few marks on it. Was it 50p? I can't remember. It's either 50p or £1. It certainly wasn't any more than that. Where are we going next? Bear with me. Oh, another bread bin. Because you need a bread bin or two in your life. So this is a lovely old stoneware one. Sadly, there's no lid to it. And she was asking £2, so I offered £1 with the absence of the lid. And she said, yeah, no problem. Now, this will be going in the garden. There's no drainage hole in it, but that's fine. I'll just put a load of rocks in the bottom to help it drain first of all. And then to go in said bread bin without the lid is, bear with me, the next stall I went to, the lady had been propagating lavender, so she's doing much better with the lavender than I am. So I got these 3 pots of lavender for £1. So I shall either be putting those or some daisies in the bread bin. Oh, and let me show you the basket while I'm here, which I also bought today. That was £1. He was asking £1.50 and I said, please will you take £1? And he said, yeah, no problem at all. Again, so many baskets in this house, but I love them. So there we go. So that's that. I got this. I mean, it's not a real one. It's made to look like a fisherman's buoy. It's got a little copper wire inside which lights up, but I need to put a new battery in it. But that will be going in my greenhouse, so it's lit up overnight time. And we've got this, 50p. So that'll be in the bottom of the wardrobe, probably with scarves or rolled up socks, something exciting like that. Oh, this I love. I love, love, love. Obviously it's homemade. A little bit of a crude wooden frame, 5 bits of string drilled through it, and then these, which I'm guessing are yoghurt pots, which have been washed out. I thought it was for tea lights to go in it, but the lady, it was the same lady that I bought the lavender from, said that she'd used it on her windowsill, and that's how she was propagating her cuttings. So this will go in the greenhouse and I shall be attempting to do the same. But yeah, 50p well spent. But actually that's quite an inspiring little make for those of you that are good at crafting. We've got a driftwood boat. That's the wrong way around, is it? No, it's not. That's the right way around. The boat's called Dear Stella. The sails are mildewed and grotty, so I'm sure I can manage to run up a piece of, or 2 pieces of triangular fabric. So yeah, so they're going to be swapped over, but I thought that was quite nice. That was £1 as well. Pop that one down there. What else is there? Oh yes, got my new garden furniture last week, which I'm very pleased with. So the other thing I was on the lookout for today was lanterns. Just cheap and cheerful, nothing that amazing, but they were 50p each. And on a summer's evening, when we get to that stage when it's warm enough to be sat outside of a night time, by then I hope to have a nice collection of these. I'm looking for some steps that I can sit them on in the garden, full of candles, quite nice and cosy. So yeah, 50p each for those two. Ooh, hang on, there is more to come. Little box, I remember having one of these about 20 years ago from Marks and Spencer's, and then goodness knows where it's gone over the years, whether it's been broken or lost or given away along the way. So I saw this one today, again £1, really pleased. I was like, oh, that's the box that I used to have. So yeah, I thought that looked quite nice. We've got quite a nice dining hall through there. I'll show you one of the days. Georgian, lovely old original staircase, huge fireplace. So anything like that looks lovely in there. This, I'm not too sure about this at the moment. So it's not a case of saving the best for last. Yeah, it's a lamp. It works perfectly. It looks quite pretty when it's lit up. It's maybe a little bit too made in China looking for me. The stopper's quite sweet. But anyway, I'm going to give it a go. It's only £1, works nicely. But maybe I've got some lovely old decanters and I've got a nice old tray, so maybe I'll sit it on those and see how it looks lit up. One more thing I want to show you, and then we'll go on to clothes and toiletries. Ooh, bear with me. Okay. Ooh, flipping out. Gosh, that nearly went. Now this, I love these, and again I've had a few of them over the years. Not in the best of conditions, starting with the fact that there's a great big crack from here down to the bottom, and there's also a bit of glue or something which I've tried scraping off and isn't coming off yet. But these little petit point lace trays, dressing table sets, I mean, you'll find these kind of on their own. Sometimes you get them with the powder pot that goes with them. I'm holding that the right way for you to see. Now, if you're very lucky, you'll find them like that and with the matching pair of candlesticks. And if you're luckier still, you might even find a set with the traditional vanity mirror, the handheld mirrors, brush and comb. I mean, it didn't have that with it. It got a big crack in it. And as I went to walk away, when I'd realised it was cracked, the lady went from asking £5 to say, do you want it for £2? So I just couldn't help myself. So I've bought the cracked tray in the hope that I can find a YouTube video and some products that I can spray along it to hide the crack, a bit like they do with windscreens in cars. In my head, that's how it's going to work. Whether it will or not, who knows. And then there was that little doily with it. I mean, very out of fashion, aren't they? But I think they're so cute. So yeah, so that's to sit underneath it. So £2 for those three things. Again, quite sweet. Right, I've got clothes to show you. I get all my clothes, well, pretty much all my clothes from the car boot. And then it doesn't matter if you wear them once and go off them, or if you put weight on, or if you lose weight, or if you just want to send them off to the charity shop. So yeah, I've got loads of clothes to show you, which are all, again, 50p or £1. So I'm going to move this out of the way and I'll be back. Thank you.